Hey, look, it's another one of those audio commentary things. Okay, this is GetJesse as always, and today we're going to be talking about defending the frozen dam on the operations game type. That's when you spawn as the Hellgast, of course. And more specifically, we're going to be talking about defending the second base. So I've already done a commentary on a victory operations game on the first base on Frozen Dam. So this is going to be a commentary about defending and having a victory on the second base. So, I'm the tactician class here, and as always, I want to head towards the first tactical spawn point, which is over there on the far left. And before I do that, I heard some stuff going on up here, so I wanted to go check it out, and I kill a guy. So just making sure that the area is secure. And now I'm going to head directly to the tactical spawn point on the far left, and as I've said before, you want to secure this spawn point as the Hellgas first, because if the ISA capture it, they are going to have a much more direct path to the objectives, and it's going to make it much more difficult for you because it's going to make it easier for the ISA to contain you and keep you in your main base spawn. So, now that I've captured that, that's going to make it a little bit easier for our team to defend the objectives. Now, the thing about being a tactician and capturing tactical spawn points is that your teammates may or may not take advantage of them. You know, some people are pretty newbie at this game right now, and they don't really understand the concept of tactical spawn points. But whether they do or not, that's okay, because you can still take advantage of it, and that's pretty much the most important thing. So now that I've captured the first tactical spawn point, I'm going to try to go over and take this one over here. But I fail there, and why did I fail there? Well, it's pretty simple. I ran up and meleeed them when it really was a situation that called for just gunning both of them down. Since there were two, I could have meleeed them if there was just one guy there, and I would have been alright. But since there were two guys there, I should have just shot them both rather than running up and meleeing them. So that means I don't get the tactical spawn point on their side of the map, but that's okay. Well, actually, it's not okay because we lose this first base, but but it's okay in general. Okay, so they've already planted a charge at the objective upstairs. And so that means we've only got one objective to defend, which is in this downstairs room here. And that's why I'm in that room, and that's why I'm in this general area. I want to keep them off this objective, because if we lose it, then we lose this base. We've only got, well, we've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to defend this thing, and that's a lot of time. And when you get down to a situation like this where there's only one objective left, the best thing to do is to stick close to that objective and always keep your eyes on it, or at least keep within a distance of it that you can easily shoot someone that gets on top of it. That's exactly what I'm doing right here. I don't want to venture too far away from it, because if I get my eyes off of the objective, then there's a good chance they're going to get a guy in there to plant on it. So I'm venturing out of that room here, but it's only because I know they're back behind here, and I don't want to get shot in the back. But I get taken down there. And I think they should plant that objective pretty soon. And there I missed the stairs completely and start running up into a wall. And just like I said, if you take your eyes off that objective too long, they're going to get a plant on, they're going to sneak a guy past your defenses, and the first base is gone now. I guess once I died, apparently my team wasn't able to defend it that well. Some of my team isn't really staying close to the objective that well, so that's probably why we lost it. And by the way, you just saw my teammate shooting me there. Um, whenever your teammates shoot you, don't be offended by it because they're just checking. They think you're an infiltrator. So whenever I see teammates shooting at me, I don't really think anything of it. Some people might get offended by that or get pissed off about it, but I'm just saying don't. Okay, so we're in the second base here. The thing about the second base is that there's a lot of distance between both objectives. And another thing is that the nature of the objectives and the way you capture them has changed. These are more like tactical spawn points rather than the bomb plants. On the first base, where you plant the charges, the ISA just has to plant the charges, and then it's there permanently. You can't undo it. But on the second base, these are more like tactical spawn points where you can capture one, and once it's captured, the other side, the opposite side, can recapture it. So that makes an interesting dynamic because it kind of turns into a tug of war. It also means that once the ISA capture one objective point, they have to stick with it. They can't just leave it alone and concentrate on the other point. Now, as a tactician, my job is to capture the tactical spawn points, and that's exactly what I'm doing right here. Earlier, I was up on the roof, and that wasn't exactly helping my team at all, so I came down here to capture the tactical spawn point and give us a crucial advantage on the other team because this allows us to spawn closer to both of the objectives. We're not stuck in our main base spawn. And I get taken out by a grenade. Should have backed up a little bit, but I guess I didn't notice it in game. Okay, now you see me. That's what the usefulness of the tactical spawn points are. Before I spawned, I switched to the tactical spawn point, and now I can spawn here every time I spawn. And it's right next to this first objective here. And this is the objective that the ISA are most likely to hold. So spawning closer to it is a very good thing. So right now I'm trying to capture it and hold it, and I did. I capture it, but I don't hold it. And I actually made a mistake there. When I saw those two guys behind that doorway, the wrong move was definitely what I just did there, which is rushing them. I should have stayed back and wait for them to make the first move. Because rushing into two guys that are waiting for you like that, that's just, 90% of the time you're going to lose that fight. Even if you have the best internet connection ever. Okay, so I spawned again, and I'm down here on the first level. And I see that the ISA they're basically all just blindly rushing for the objective. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them off before they get there. So I'm going to defend the objective indirectly rather than sitting up there right next to the objective. I'm not sure what I'm doing there. I guess I ran out of ammo and I just decided to rush them instead of... Yeah, I don't see any ammo resupply points, so I guess I just ran out of ammo and I wanted to die so I could get some more ammo back. So anyway, that's basically how you defend the second base. I'm going to try to get another gameplay from the Hellgas perspective where we lose the first and second base and we successfully defend the third base. So I'll try to get that gameplay going. And when I do, I will put it up. If you want to subscribe to me, up next I've got a really good Warzone game coming up that I'm going to do a commentary for. So thanks for watching, guys. There's my score, and I'll see you later.